Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Rebuild 2, a game in which you manage your own settlement in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. So I'm going to start the game. I already have a save game, but I'll start a new game. My name is Sergeant Andrews. No, come on, let's get somebody... That's one looked like John Cusack. And here's a bunch of random Mount and Blade characters. Yeah, you'll do. So we will be Douglas Monroe. Few supplies on my trusty. Of course, we take the pistol because we may need to do some combat early on when there's only a few people. So let's start the game. I'm not alone. I finally made it to Alexandria. 4 blocks of this. You can choose typical, big, huge, or small. I think I'll just go for typical. But they don't know what to do next. I've just found a group. Taking back the city is going to be, we'll set it to kind of tough, which I assume is like normal, but we're prepared to do what it takes to reclaim this place in the name of humanity. So here we are, and every game starts out with you having a police station, an apartment building, some suburbs, and a farm. Farms obviously grow food, people live in apartments and houses, and the police station is used to basically defend your walls in the event of an attack. So right now we have space for 12 people. There's 7 of us living here. Let's see who's living here. There's me, Douglas Monroe, Alex Ross, Anastasia Russell, Victor Zimkiewicz, Aziz O'Neill, May Hughes, and John Jackson. Is that it? Yep. And you'll notice these things on the right here are all their skills. So you see I have like a diplomacy level of 2, which is my ability to recruit new people. I'm kind of the Aaron of the group. Then there's these, which are all combat skills. People can have more than one type of skills, as you can see. This money bag looking thing is the scavenging ability, and May Hughes is a builder. And you, I take it you'll end up having some kind of... they're usually dressed like what they do. You can be our researcher. You can train people once you have a school, but it doesn't look like there's a school around. So for now, we just have to train people in the field. So basically what your goal is to kind of expand, take over new areas, expand your walls, and basically run your own little community. It's kind of like a mobile game. I think this actually is a game that's available on Android. And it's also available on Steam right now as, it's called Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadville. And it's $15. Yeah. It's $15 for what basically amounts to... I mean, it does seem to be a lot bigger than this and a lot more detailed, but it's also more cartoony, and it's a $15 Flash game. But whatever. Right now you see we're consuming 4 food per turn. It's turn-based, so every day you end the turn and you consume some food and your people accomplish things. But I actually need to... Well, first off, I'm going to assign someone to guard duty. Victor Zimkiewicz. Yeah, you can be our resident guard. Right now, what we really need is more food. And I don't just mean... I mean, you can go out and scavenge food, but we need to start really, like, farming more food, because that is really what you need to expand your population. And an expanded population means you can do more things at once. So first... so there's survivors in this suburb and lots of food. We'll kill zombies first. You need to kill zombies in order to... And as you see, you send people, it gives you a risk factor. If you kill zombies, all the zombies in an area, you can reclaim it. So we'll start with that. This mall, scavenge for supplies. Aziz O'Neill, you can go scavenge supplies in that mall. We're going to want more living space, but we're going to get it already in the form of those houses right there. You got to be kind of careful. You don't want to kind of expand in a jagged type of look, because zombies can like build up in the neighboring areas, and you have to send people out to go kill them. But if they build up too much, like along your walls, they'll attack you, and the more that attack you, the more screwed you're going to be. Which is why we kind of don't want a jagged shape, because more surface area means more exposed places. What about this? We can scout the area to find out what's there. Ooh, taking the laboratory right away might help. Because if you take the laboratory, you can research better farming methods. Let's kill zombies here. I'll just send... No, not Douglas Monroe. You don't actually have any fighting ability. I'll have to send everybody. If we get attacked right now, we're kind of screwed. This is probably a bad move, but as long as there's a 0% risk, it doesn't even matter if you send the leader of your community. And day 1, we scavenged supplies and found a megaphone. I don't know, I assume the megaphone helps with, like, recruiting. Different objects help people do different things. Like, you can find guns that are helpful with combat. You can find science books that help you with research and so on. Anyway, we found 6 food, and this piece of equipment. We'll probably end up selling it, because there's a trader that comes around and buys stuff off of you. And we have nothing else to do right now. Everyone's preoccupied. Well, actually, we need to set someone to tend the crops, because I don't want to give up my only scavenger for it. We're still good with food for the time being. Right now, we're still good for food. Actually, no, you scavenge for more supplies. Food, it fluctuates rapidly. You do that. And we killed 1 zombie. There was only 1 zombie over at the houses there. And 2 zombies at the research lab. And we got 7 supplies and gained some happiness from taking food from them all. Let's right away start to reclaim. Do we get the food if we reclaim this? I know the survivors don't join you. I already went and played a game before this, and that kind of ended in disaster. But there's survivors here now. The thing is, if we take this, do we get the food? I don't know. I know we don't get the survivors, but whatever, we'll just reclaim the area. May Hughes, it'll take you 4 days to reclaim this area. Can we reclaim this? John Jackson, you don't really have any skills, so I'll just set you. You can get anybody to do anything. They don't, have to be a dedicated builder or whatever, but it's obviously faster. But they will gain skills. If somebody doesn't have the skill to begin with, they will gain it if you get them to do it. And day 3. Oh, there's a zombie attack. We don't have anybody here, do we? Except for the one guy that's... Alright, well, it looks like we can make it. We win, and nobody died. This up here is the danger indicator. That, indicates, I think, the probability of people getting killed during an attack. In the whole other game I played, I never had it go up beyond 0%. So, I don't know. I don't know if I was just doing a really good job, or if that's just broken. So we're expanding to the laboratory and to the houses. Afterwards, we'll probably move up and take these farms, because we really need to recruit people, and in order to recruit people, we need to be producing more food. If I put somebody on this... Yeah, Aziz O'Neill, you do this for now, because we're kind of good on food, and if you're on that, we'll gain it. See, now we're only losing 3 food per turn. End of day 4, nothing happened today. End of day 5... Another zombie attack. Another zombie attack already. There must be something infested around our base. Hang on, let's check the area around us. Ooh, a survivor came. Jose Belmont. Or Josie Belmont? I don't know. A scientist showed up at our front gates today with a truckload of supplies. She checked out the fort and asked if she could join us, insisting we take and divvy up her supplies and trade. Alright, well, we do need more people. Is there anything we can research? Well, we'll have her research stuff once we have the lab. That's actually good timing. And maybe she can train the other guy that appears to be a scientist. I'm looking around to see if there's any infested areas. Lots of food here. That's good to know. You, Alex Ross, go scout that. Anybody can scout. I don't think there's any risk in scouting. There's some zombies there. I don't really know why we're getting attacked like this. Somebody has to scout. We'll send her to go scout that, because, like I said, I don't think there's any risk in scouting. This is set to troubling, so Douglas and Anastasia are going to go clear out that area. Do we have anybody fighting anywhere else? No. I think that's the only place with zombies that's really around us. And we've reclaimed the suburbs! Our little community is growing, as Deanna Monroe said. Alright, well, I've always dreamt of having a little cottage with a white picket fence. Okay. Oh, and we did get the food. We did get the food. We got the food, we did not get the people. Alright, well, that's okay. We now have more room. What we really need, though, before we can expand... I'm not so much worried about living space, because we already had some extra ones of that. We did need the farms, so let's... Forget even scouting... We should scout the area. I don't want to go in blind. May Hughes, do it. Joe's Belmont, you scout that area. Is there any build-up? You have to constantly check for build-up in the surrounding area. Is there anybody? Alex, you go scavenge. 1% risk, if that's alright. End of day 7, and we're under attack! Oh, and... I don't understand. See, defense 24, zombies 22. I don't know what that means, because I've had some pretty huge disparity and never a problem. Anyway, we held off that attack despite the fact that there was nobody to man the walls except for the one guy at the police station. Weird. Gustav the Trader. Oh, Gustav the Trader has arrived, and he has given us 15 food. We're kind of having it easy right now, but once we start recruiting people, food is going to be harder to do, unless we get farms. I'm kind of trying to avoid the mistakes I made last time. I am playing on a harder difficulty, but yeah. Ooh, survivors at the farm. And, oh, there's survivors at both farms. And we got some supplies from the mall. We need to start... Okay, there's zombies here. We'll send people to kill the zombies. And... Let's actually... No, let's try and recruit survivors. If we send... The more people we send, right, the more likely we are to actually successfully bring people in. If we send Douglas Monroe and just Douglas Monroe... Actually, if we equip Douglas Monroe with the megaphone... Oh, but that gives him a 3% risk. So that means we should send somebody with him to help fight zombies. Okay. That way there's no risk, and we have a 75% chance of recruiting the survivors there. Cool. End of day 8. Oh, we successfully recruited the people there. We met a leader in the farm. Ooh, more leaders, which means we can kind of use these guys to send them on missions to recruit other people. We don't have to risk Douglas Monroe all the time. That's Tex Kabudu and Angel Shiranumi. Tex Kabudu, you are... Okay, so you're another leader, and same with you, leader. We'll probably train you guys to do other stuff, honestly. I don't really need that many recruiters. Anything starting to become infested? We're still good on food, so I'm not really too worried about scavenging right now. I think, now that we have more people, actually, let's take our scavenger off and put Angel on. You generally need to have a person on each farm, that way you get the most out of it. Is there anybody... No zombies here, but we'll send you to scavenge for supplies. Send John Jackson with you, because it'll get his combat level up, and we won't have to worry about you getting hurt, even if it was only a 4% chance, because I've played XCOM, I know how that goes. Should we recruit these people? I don't know if we should. I mean, we are about to reclaim 2 fields, but... I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh, but we have reclaimed this place. If we research preservation... then we'll definitely be able to do it. It'll take 13 turns, but we're early on, so it's worth it. If we research food preservation, we'll definitely be able to take in more people. Okay, this will work out. Illness strikes. John Jackson's been coughing up green gunk. Hope it isn't TB, because we don't have a hospital, and if it's catching, I'm not playing nurse. For now, he's quarantined. And that's going to affect our happiness. So John Jackson is sick, which is quite a problem, because I don't know if that can spread to other people. But we should secure ourselves a hospital. Okay, so we cleared that field. We got some food from that one. Let's go straight in and start reclaiming this area. May Hughes, you're up. I can't wait until we get, like, level 10 builders, because then you can reclaim an area in, like, 2 turns. Once you really get the ball rolling, you really just start taking over everything, and I think maybe we should expand out to this hospital. I think we should prioritize that. I'll send Douglas to recruit this guy. After that, we'll kill zombies here, reclaim this suburb, and then take the hospital. And I think we should also maybe reclaim the mall. The reason, if you reclaim the mall, for a long time I didn't know what they did, but if you take that, you can build defenses there, and that improves the overall defense of your community, which is good. And, yeah, since he's not doing anything else, Aziz O'Neill, you can take the risk, and... Actually, should we train somebody else to fight? Whatever, we'll just send Alex Ross. Alex Ross, why does that name sound familiar? Oh well, we'll send those guys to go scavenge the field. Last Judgment Gang. We've been targeted by the Last Judgment Gang, who raided us last night and stole our food. They were dressed like Catholic priests and yelling something about us being punished for our sins. We lost 21 food. That's a problem. We're gonna have to kill these people. Okay, recruitment success. We got Daisy Barnes, and she's a builder. That's very good. That's very good, especially early on when we really need to expand a lot. This is good. Oh, and it looks like one of our people got some scavenging skill, which is good. We need more scavengers. I think we only had 1. Cabbage farm stunk, but we got some food. At least we got some of our food back. Alright, now we're going to start clearing out this suburb. Let's kill zombies. There's not a lot, so I don't think there's going to be any risk no matter what we do. We'll send Alex Ross and Anastasia Russell to clear it out. Actually, maybe we should send Anastasia to clear this out? I don't know. we don't really have a lot of people. Okay, here's the deal. Douglas Monroe and Aziz O'Neill will go clear out these suburbs, because there's already not a lot of zombies here. There is some buildup in this mall, so Anastasia Russell and Alex Ross, you go take care of that. And day 11, Zombie Condition. There's some controversy over a book one of our survivors has been writing called The Zombie Condition. The author glorifies the disease as a gift, which upsets some people. Should we ban the book? Spoiler alert! Yes, we should ban the book. We may decrease happiness, I'm not sure. All I know is that leads to trouble later on. It's actually basically what doomed my last save. So, end of day 12. Gustav the Trader is at the gates with some crates of food. He's offering 5 days of rations for our unused pistol. No, I won't give you our pistol for what basically amounts to a scavenging run worth of supplies. Zombies killed. They call us the Cowboys of Alexandria because we herd them and we rope them. 2. I think you may be bragging a little bit more than you should. Alright, let's reclaim this using our new builder. Who was our new builder? John Jackson or Daisy Barnes, you do it. Actually, we can put, or we can reclaim the mall. That's something to do. Let's reclaim the mall. Give our new builder something to do. If we take this, we can build up our defenses, and that'll be a good thing. It'll make up for our lack of people. And end of day 13, and we reclaim the farm. Actually, now would be a good time to look into recruiting people. Do we know of anyone around? Hazardous. There's, like, different levels. There's safe-ish, troubling, hazardous, infested, and I think like swarming or something like that. So let's kill zombies here. Hazardous and above is generally where you really need to clear it out now. So we'll have them. Mayhews, you get some combat experience. It's good for everybody to have combat experience, just because you never know who's going to be at your base during an attack. They'll clear out that apartment. Are there any survivors around? I'm actually more interested than ever at looking for survivors. If only... Yeah, there's some. If only because we need people to tend the farms. End of day 14. Okay, and we brought in 2 new people. 2 new survivors joined us today. They were practically starving in that apartment. That's Kid Freeman. She's a new fighter, which is good for us. And Brock French, also a fighter. Not bad. We'll have to train them up, because they're only level 1. The woman I was trying to recruit wouldn't lower her gun the entire time I talked to her. She isn't convinced the fort is safe and thinks she's better off alone. Maybe try again later. Alright, well, we're taking that farm one way or another. Reclaim the area. Who's going to do it, actually? We don't have a builder. Should we wait a turn? No, I don't think we should wait a turn. We need that food, and the faster we expand, just the better we'll do. Handouts. A small merchant caravan came by today, but when they saw the state of our supplies, they just gave us food and left. Didn't think we'd see charity like that again. And we killed 8 zombies in that apartment over there. That's hazardous? Really? Alright, well, let's send Douglas to go recruit these people. Actually, you know what? Instead of just sending Douglas, we'll send Tex Kabuto over too. That not only increases our chances, but hopefully he'll level up his recruitment skill. The Riffs. These well-armed guys called the Granville Riffs rolled through in a Humvee convoy today and killed a bunch of the Zed around the fort. They said they were just doing it to help out, no payment needed. Yeah, the Riffs are these guys that come and just basically kill zombies once in a while. I don't really see the point. This game is... I mean, it's cool when the first time you play it, but after a while you kind of start to see how scripted a lot of it is. I wonder if Rebuild 3 is any different. I wonder. Suburb reclaimed. Cool. And we reclaimed the mall. And we recruited 2 new people. Alright, what are these guys for? Jeffrey Bogard. Just what we need, another recruiter. And Cadet Vance, who can help us with fighting. Okay, that's more hands for the farms at least. And we brought in some supplies from there. Hopefully we won't need that soon. Ideally, like you see, we're losing 7 food per turn. And eventually scavenging starts to get pretty difficult. So it's really good to be able to support your entire community on nothing more than your farms. I'm actually going to send out what's basically my C team to kill zombies in the suburb. Because I'm thinking we... Alright, so here's the plan, basically. We clear out this suburb, reclaim it, and then move down and take this field. Maybe recruit the survivor that's here. That sounds like a good plan. And the school. I'm actually going to send somebody... Daisy Barnes, you go scout the school. Because I want to be able to take that, because you can train people in there. And what about this? Nobody, no food, it's safe-ish. But not good enough to reclaim, so we'll leave it. Gambler, no. It's basically a guy that you gamble your food away. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Really don't know why. Survivor spotted. Okay, so there's people in this suburb here. Oh, is that a school or a sub? Oh, it's just a suburb. I thought it was a school because of the red building. I actually don't see a school anywhere. We should actually send people to scout this whole area. Because I have a feeling one of these is like swarming or something, and that's why we keep getting people. Or why we keep getting zombies. Any zombies here? No, but there's a survivor. Let's recruit people. Once again, train Jeffrey. Survivors spotted at the graveyard. Survivors spotted at the trailer park. And 5 zombies killed here. And we recruited Arena Connor, who is a soldier. Okay. You know, I just realized that with the recruitment of Arena Connor, we are actually not only losing way more food than we can really handle right now, we're also at full capacity. That'll kind of change once we take this, and we are actually going to reclaim that now. And we'll put Daisy Barnes on it too. That way, she'll get some building skill. As for the mall, can we build defenses? Oh, that requires a level 3 builder. I'm not really sure what to do from here. Actually, hazards. Yeah, we should actually definitely clear out the hospital. You guys all go. Take an advance with you. Give them some experience. And send someone to scout that area. Arena, this is how you prove yourself. Hazardous. We need to actually clear that out, too. Douglas Monroe is going on this mission. Clear out the trailer park. We can't... Oh, my God. So much hazardous around us. I have a feeling we're going to be attacked very soon. We got some handouts from a merchant. And we reclaimed the farm. And we spotted some survivors. Okay. We need somebody to tend the crops. Somebody useless. Who's useless? Brock French, you tend the farm. Okay, we've just cleared out the hospital. There are only 8 zombies there. Apparently that's... I don't see how that's hazardous. Especially since the screenshot makes it look like a lot worse. Anyway, it's time to reclaim the hospital. Can you do it? Will it go faster if I said... No, it has to be a builder. Okay, reclaim the hospital. And what about here? I kind of want to reclaim it, but it's not really worth it. It's kind of a zombie buildup in this mall. I guess we can send somebody to deal with it. You guys go have fun. It's kind of... It feels so weird sending your leader on missions, but I guess it makes sense. I guess, because I guess the less desperate you get, the less you have to do that. I suppose it makes sense. It's weird, but it works. And that's hazardous. We can't really spare anybody to go clear out that suburb crap. Research complete. Pickled beets and beef jerky for everyone. Now that we know the best ways to keep food from rotting, our scavengers can collect more food. And we reclaimed this suburb. And got the food involved, which means it's time to scout the area so we can actually start reclaiming that. I'm now actually going to start researching pesticides at our facility because that's when you really get a huge jump in the amount of food. And a huge jump in the amount of food automatically means a huge jump in the number of survivors you can take. Well, we were just attacked, and it looks like Josie Belmont was hurt. That's annoying, but it looks like we may have gotten some combat XP from that. Mysterious scientist. There's a strange old guy at the gate who claims to be a doctor and wants to use our lab. He's twitchy and nervous and smells kind of off. Should we let him in? No! We rejected that weird doctor guy. He hung around for a few hours yelling obscenities at the gate, then wandered off. It looks like he left some science bits behind. Okay, we'll take that. And Josie Belmont's injured, so she can't continue researching pesticides. We cleared out the graveyard, and we cleared out the mall. And we found some survivors living on... Why do survivors live in open fields? I don't get that. And there's people in the church. There's a lot of survivors in this game. What do we even need walls for? It seems like we're getting attacked every other day. And that's probably in large part due to the fact that... First of all, I'm not really sending a lot of people out to kill zombies, and also, I haven't scouted most of this, so I don't... Well, that's hazardous. But I haven't scouted most of this, so I don't really know what's going on around me. I guess we'll send people to kill zombies here, and we'll also clear out the motel. I have a feeling that as soon as we take more of these farms, we should be able to do more. Josie, are you back? No. Crap. It's going to set us back so long. And, there's a zombie horde sighted. What happens is sometimes a zombie horde will roll through, and you have a few days to prepare, but you really have to make sure that everyone is back. You really have to make sure that everyone is back, because they're going to hit you hard, and there's a high probability that someone will die. But we reclaim the hospital. And now that we've reclaimed the hospital, we should be able to get Josie back on our feet, and then we can research pesticides, and then all these fields will be so much more effective, and then we can just recruit as many people as we want, which will be great. We can actually really... Once you start recruiting people just indiscriminately, when you have a lot of supplies, that's when you really start to reclaim the entire map and rebuild. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to end it there, and see you in another video.